Gautam Gambhir, Jonty Rhodes and VVS Laxman. What did they have to say about this entire ball tampering saga? Listen in.
Just tell us what's going back there. We don't know. I mean, there's plenty of buzz here in India, but you must be speaking to a few friends there. What's the situation there?
Yeah, I think in South Africa, the interesting thing for me is having landed in India while it's been going on, there was concern or reaction in South Africa, but nothing like it's been here in India. And I think from that perspective, we all as players have played against Australia, and maybe the Indian public and the press are really enjoying for the first time.
Yes.
We've got India under the heel, so we're making the most. We, as I say, us Indians, we are making the most of it. But yeah, in South Africa, I mean, the test match actually carried on. You know, nobody was kicked out, nobody was banned, the match wasn't called off or forfeited. South Africa just went on and played very good cricket. To put things in perspective, in South Africa, there was quite a bit of animosity that was taking place on the field between the two teams.
Right.
And the spectators then got involved. So Darren Lehman, the coach of Australia, then was talking about how bad the South African spectators are. And again, as players who've toured to Australia, we know that when you're standing on a field in Australia, they're not saying nice things about your game at all to you. So in South Africa, it was just kind of a, you know, the reaction was not only about the fact that they were using tape to alter the condition of the ball, was the fact that in the lead up to the game, the Australians had been complaining that South African public were too harsh on their players. And, you know, everyone was just going, well, man, you guys dish it out all the time, so why can't you take it?
Had this not happened, this build-up not happened, do you think we wouldn't have paid too much attention to what's happening with the Australian team?
I think everyone is paying a lot of attention because of the backlash, what's happening in Australia. India media, all the media across the world, the cricketing fraternity is affected by this incident. It's not only the Australian team, because it's a huge damage to the figure of cricket. Backlash in Australia, I can understand that, because I played a lot of cricket against Australians, and you know how much pride they have wearing that baggy green, and that's why they're deeply hurt, you know, because this is a case of cheating.
Gautam, to you, because you speak about the integrity of the game very often. As VVS says, it's affected cricket. Let's just not talk about Australia as such, this incident. Do you think fans would be hurt?
Look, a little bit for sure, there would be. But then I think the backlash, I'm all for playing tough cricket, but within the rules of the game, I'm all for sledging as well. I think there's been a huge debate about whether people should sledge or not, and I'm all for it till the time you keep it on the cricket field. But this is something which is beyond sledging as well, so maybe fans would get hurt. We've spoken a lot about people talking about this sledging needs to have you can't cross the line even when you're sledging and stuff.